Students, lesson number 9, heat, and under that lesson we saw transfer of heat and its different modes, that is conduction and convection. Both we had seen yesterday. That if we want to revise, conduction means the heat get conducted in the solid substances from one hot pole or hot side to the cold side, and this is called as a conduction, and conduction is takes place in the solid substances. Next it is the convection. Convection is takes place in the liquid substances, and in this, with the water which comes in contact with the heat, it gets got hot, and it becomes what, its density decreases. Its density decreases, so it moves upside, okay, and the cold water comes downside, so it moves in that way that we had discussed yesterday, and this is called as a convection. And convection is takes place in the gases and the solid substances, okay. And today we are starting the next point, that is the radiation. Next it is the radiation. So first of all, they gave us light a candle and stand it upright. We have to light one candle and stand it upright. Hold your hands on the side, both side, here one hand and here one hand. Suppose it is a candle, okay, you have to hold your hand in this both side of a flame. Then some distance from the candle, not so near the that flame, but the little bit distance you have to take, and your hand you have to hold in this way. So what happens, have you bring them closer, what do you feel? And now slowly you bring closer, not so close but closer we have to. Have you warmed yourself near the bonfire? Where there is a warmth, where there is a flame of a candle, you feel the warmth. Here bonfire is there, okay. In above picture also we saw that some peoples are there in the winter season. What they are doing, they are taking heat from the bonfire, okay. And what happens, this heat, how it comes from here to that person's, okay, they are absorbing, their body absorbing heat, means what happens, the heat is transferring. But which method is used here? Here solid is not there, solid substance is not there, liquid is not there, gases are present, okay. Then can the heat transfer by gases? That we will see. So here, bring them closer, what do you feel? Have you warmed yourself near the bonfire? Yes, we feel warm. Or in the morning, sun in the winter, morning sun in the winter. The sun is millions of kilometers away from us. Yes, sun is millions of kilometers away from us, okay. And there is no air. If we are thinking that air is there, and that's why we are getting the heat from the bonfire, because air is a medium, and from this air the heat is transferred from the bonfire to our body. But actually the sun is millions of kilometers away from our earth, millions of kilometers away from our earth. And as we know that the air is around earth only, okay, some kilometers above the earth the air is there or atmosphere is there. But after that, from the sun to till the atmosphere, this distance is there, nothing is there, okay. Nothing is there means what is there, that is the vacuum is present. Vacuum, nothing is there. What is present here? The vacuum is there, and vacuum means there is an absence of gases. Then how the sun rays, from the sun to the earth transmit, okay. From this what we are understanding, that heat, what happens, transmit without medium also, okay. So if the heat transfer from solid substances, it is called as a conduction. If solid, it heat transfer from the liquid substances or gaseous substances, then it is called as a which, that is the convection. And heat coming from the sun, there is no medium, and then also heat is carried from the sun's heat we are experiencing here, and this is because of the radiation. Okay, so these are the three modes of transfer of heat from one object to the hotter object to the colder object, okay. So Here what is given we will see, there is no air between sun and the earth. The earth atmosphere is only the thin layer of air close to the earth. Okay, only near to the earth this atmosphere or air is there. Then how does the heat of the sun reach us? Then that heat, how it comes towards us? This heat is transferred in the absence of any medium. There is medium is not necessary for the transmission of the or transfer of heat. We conclude from that is the medium is not necessary for the transfer of heat, and the transfer of heat takes place in this way without medium is called as a radiation. Okay, without medium, if the transfer takes place, it is called as a radiation. In two examples above, heat reaches us mainly by the radiation. Understand all of you what is radiation? The heat is transferred from hot object to the cold object without any medium. There is a no medium at that time. Also what happens, heat is transmitted, and that process is called as a radiation. Okay, understood? So we saw the three ways of transfer of medium, transfer of heat from hot to the cold object. First is the conduction, which is present only in the solids. Second, we see in the convection, it is present in liquids and the gases. And the lastly, the transfer of heat takes place without any medium, like sun to the earth, and this is called as a radiation. So for that, what the medium is not necessary. Now we will see the wonders of the science. The wonders of the science. Now see, this wonder means what? It is related to the radiation. So radiation of heat takes place from many objects in the nature. Okay, many objects are there, the radiations are emitted from that object, such as trees. Okay, trees also, see here, that is the wonders of science given, means it is the new information and very interesting information. The trees, they are emitting some radiation. Mountains, stones, roads, they emit some radiation. A camera has been developed which uses this radiation. So the camera was developed which shows the use the radiations of this object, okay, make our surrounding visible, and by using that object the surrounding makes easy visible at night also. Okay, and it is called as an infrared camera, means at night also it catches the image very clearly because of it absorbs the radiations of the remaining object like road, trees, and it catches the images. Using this camera, it is possible to keep a watch on the movements of the enemy during night. So by using this camera, we can keep watch on those our enemies, like how we are the means our enemies are there, our boundaries are there. At that places, if we such a camera you will use, then the territory activities we can notice. If you see here, this person is there, so his body is looking different. And why? Because it is a radiations emitted by that body. Okay, yes. Then when heat rays fall on the object, what happens? When heat rays fall on an object, the part of the heat absorbed by the object and the part of it is reflected. This what happens, heat falls on our body. Suppose some heat get absorbed in the body, and some heat, what happens, it is reflected. The ability of a substance to absorb heat radiation depends upon the color and also the intrinsic properties. Okay, what the ability of a substance to absorb heat radiation depends on its color and its intrinsic properties. Next, what here is the activity given. 2 aluminum tins we have to take with same size, 2 small glasses we have to take, water, thermometer, and black point we have to take. By using this, what we have to do, we have to paint the outer surface of the tin with a black color, black paint. Okay, and let it dry. Paint the outer surface of one tin. 2 tins we have to take. Okay, once color we have to give the one, we have to color outer surface with the black. So we have to color it with the black. Okay, so this is our tin. we color it with the black, and here it is another, and here there is a no, we are not give any color to this. Okay, this is another tin. Now what we have to do here, let it dry, we have to dry this. Then in both the tins place one glass, each filled with the water at the same temperature. What we have to do here, both the tins place one glass, each filled with the water. One glass we have to fill inside it, and we have to put water inside it of same temperatures. Water we have to fill inside it. Then in this, what we have to put, we have to put the water. Okay, suppose this is the water, and this water temperature and the water which is present in this tin, both temperature is same, and the size also same, and water also same quantity of water also we have to take. Each filled with the water with the same temperature, cover the tin. Now we have to cover it, okay, or pack it. Both we have to pack. Next, what we have to do, keep them in the sunlight for 2 hours. Now measure the temperature of the water in the glasses in the both tins, which, so here you just fill the water inside it, or you can use the glass also inside it. You put the glass, and glass inside you have to put the water. If you want, you can decide, it's your choice. Otherwise, it is tin is there, so you can directly pour the water inside it. Then afterwards, in 2 tins, which one be high, means what is the difference in the temperature. So if you notice, you will notice that the temperature from this water of this tin, whose temperature is at same temperature, we kept this both the tins outside the or sun under the sunlight, and the temperature of the black, it is increases than the first. Suppose this is A and B, so B glass temperature is more than the A glass temperature. And why is it so? The reason behind it is that the black color absorbs the more heat, okay, than the any other color. So whenever we are moving in the sunlight, our head becomes hot at first. The reason behind it is that the color of hair is black, and it absorbs the more heat, and so the temperature of the B vessel, B glass, is increases more than the first one, that is the A1. Understand? It shows that the upside we seen that it depends on the color which it is get heat is absorbed. Means if you are taking the black color, it absorbs the more heat, but the white color is there, it absorbs the less heat. And that is the reason in summer season we are wearing which clothes? That is white clothes. Why? Because white clothes are there, it repels the heat, or it is not absorb the heat, but black color absorb the more heat, dark colors also absorb more heat. So that's why we are in summer season, when there is a more temperature is there, we are wearing the white clothes, okay. And so this is the reason. Next we will see the good and bad conductors of the heat. So first, place a steel spoon, then copper strip or a rod, divider from your compass box, pencil, plastic, ruler, glass, in a glass beaker. These all things we have to keep in a glass beaker. Pour hot water, okay, up to 60 to 70 degree temperature. That much hot water we have to pour inside the glass beaker, in which these things are we kept: copper, steel, then compass, pencil and eraser, all this, okay. And wait a while. Then touch the outer end of each of the object and record your observation in the table below. Then we have to touch the outer end. Means suppose this is our beaker. Suppose this is a copper rod. It is copper rod. This is the divider from your compass. So this is the divider. It is like that. It's there, okay. So this is made up of steel. The next, what we have to put inside it? Pencil. So this is our pencil we have to put inside it. Then next, plastic ruler. Plastic ruler we have to keep inside it, and we have to observe that which thing is hot. Outer end we have to touch here. We have to touch this end. So if you touch the pencil, You can feel the heat here. We can feel here heat. No. Why? Because pencil is made up of wood, and wood is a bad conductor of heat. Then it is steel. We can experience the heat here because steel is made up of metal, and metals are good conductor of heat. Okay. The next, copper. It is so hot because copper is a very good conductor of heat. And next, scale is there. Its outer end is also cool or cold. The reason behind is a plastic is a bad conductor of the heat. So that is the reason why, because the your compass and the copper rod, it gets hot quickly because they are the conductors of the heat. And if you compare the copper and your compass, then you will notice that the copper's temperature is more than the compass temperature, because copper is the good conductor of heat also and the electricity also. Okay, understand? Now then touch the other end. We seen that we observe that very hot, warmth, as cool as temperature. So these things we have to note down for it. So very hot for which will come, that is the copper steel. Then hot will come for this compass. Warm plastic ruler is there, or pencil as cool as, and plastic ruler also same thing is there, we will experience. Next, what inference will you draw from this? So from this what we are saying, that there are so many substances around it, but some of them are the good conductors of heat, while other are the bad conductors of heat. Yes, heat is easily conducted through a copper strip or a pot, but not through the plastic or the wood. It can heat conduct from the copper strip and the what compass also, because it is steel. We can hold the glass, tumbler and china cup full of hot tea easily in our hand. Yes, but we are not holding the steel cup or copper cup in our hand if we pour the hot tea inside it. And that is the reason that the glass tumbler, means glass, and the china cup, they are made up of the materials like the soil and the glass. They are the bad conductors of the heat, and that's why we can easily hold it. Why do we use white clothes in the summer and dark and black clothes in the winter? Just now I told you that white color absorbs the less heat. Okay, so in summer if we are using these clothes, then we are not experiencing the heat, and our body remains cool. And in winter season we need the more heat, so dark and black color if we use, it absorbs more heat, and due to this what happens, we get the warmth from the from that sweater. Okay, so the next part is the expansion. Okay, so here expansion and contraction of a solid substances. So this is the experiment. What we have to do, we have to take one metal ring, metal ball and the burner. What we have to do, we have to take this ring, and first of all this is the ball. First of all, if you see this, from this metal ring the ball is easily passing, it goes forward. Now afterwards what we have to do, we have to give heat to this ball. We have to give heat to the ball, and after hitting what happens, ball does not, means same ring is there, same ball is there, then also this ball does not passing from this ring. And when after some time it becomes cool again, then what happens, it passing through this ring. Why this happen? The reason behind it is that on heating metal expand, means when you are providing heat to this metal ball, its size increases, and due to this the we give heat to the metal ball only, not to the ring, and that's why this metal ball is not passing from this ring. That is the reason. Now here what is given, we will see. Take a metal ball of such a size that the ball just passes through the ring. Okay, it is passes through the ring. Hit the ball and check whether it passes through the ring. Now let the ball cool down and check whether the passes through the ring or not. Okay, first we have to cool it, means as it is we have to pass from it, it is passing. When we provide heat, it is not passing, and again if you cool it, then what happens? The ball easily passes through this. From above experiment tells us that metal expands on heating and contracts on cooling. So what we conclude from this, metals expand on heating and contract on cooling. Solid expand due to heat and come back to original position when heat is removed. However, the extent to which the different solid expansion is different, means which metal is there, it will expand how much, it depends on that metal. So here is the what we are understanding, the solids expand when we provide to heat. Same experiment you can do with the coin also. First of all, you will have to take two nails, okay, and you have to fix it in the wood in such a way that this coin is there easily passing from this two nails, and afterwards you just provide heat to this coin and you try to pass it is passing or not. Actually it is not passing from in between the distance between these two nails, but when it cool again it passes again from this, and from this also we can say that the metals expand after heating. Okay, so today with this experiment we will conclude here and we will stop here. We will see the next part and next experiment is in our next lecture. Okay, so today we will stop here only. Okay, thank you and have a good day.